Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 11 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Ransom of the 7 ships. We realized we are one dial short of being able to complete the puzzle in Blue Hole. And that last dial that we need, I believe, is at the beach where you can use your metal detector, Shark Cove here. If we go over to this area, we now have the ability to use the metal detector. So Nancy can wander around, use right click to dig with her shovel, and hopefully find something useful. What's this?
That's Bess's bracelet. She must have stopped here on the way to Sangre Beach.
Well, that's scary. Well, we found Bess's bracelet. That's terrifying. I wonder where Bess is, though. She's not attached to the bracelet. Let's keep digging around. Hopefully we'll find something useful. Nothing except a clip of some sort. It looked like a weird paper clip or something. Just kind of gotta follow the red light. What do we got? What we got? Aha! This looks useful. But not on its own. In fact, we need to find many more before it will reveal its true purpose. Its true purpose will be revealed in time. This is not useful, but I don't know what it is, but it's not useful. There would be so much metal on this beach, honestly. There's another one. Okay, so we're looking for these little disc things all over the beach. All over Shark Cove Beach. There's another one. Oh, where is it? Right here? We got another, like that looks almost like a bobby pin or like a hair clip or something. Did that belong to Bess too? Oh, there's totally a fossil up in the upper right hand corner. Oh, this is a coin from Ireland, from the Haunting of Castle Malloy, where Nancy was right before this. What a coinky dink. Some part of a can, it looks like a tin can. What do we got? What do we got? Digging through the sand. Looks like a gas, like an odometer thing, which I'm sure is from a previous game. It could have been from Haunting of Castle Malloy as well, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Anything useful? Anything useful? Happy to find it. That looks like a bottle cap or something. Oh. Okay. Good news is we've explored most of the beach by this point. Aha! Aha! And we found all 3 of the pieces we need to do this. Okay. So what we need is this little coin. We need to make it look like that shape, basically, by sliding these shapes onto it. Certain parts look more like the shape than others, and certain parts obscure the shape, which we don't want. So, you need to figure out what parts of it aren't going to cover up our shape, which kind of looks like that. But that still covers up quite a bit of it. We need to get it to look just like that, but without covering anything up. So like that one is a pretty good piece, I would think. This one also has a lot of accuracy to it, as does this one, I believe. We did it! And we found the 6th one that we were missing. Good deal. Okay, so basically slide the pieces along that look like the shape that you were trying to recreate, and things will go much simpler for you. So now, let's make our way to Blue Hole, which actually is not too far away at all. It takes a couple little shortcuts. I think we have enough air to be okay, so I'm gonna risk it. So again, follow the signs based on the warning. First with danger. Follow the sign that says danger. It's a little counterintuitive, but it's what you gotta do. And go fast. Don't linger in these little tunnels. Heed this warning. Danger, heed this warning. Go really fast. We need to follow the death hooky one next. And we've already used up the emergency air tank in here, so we really need to go fast. And then up this way to Poisonous, and then Guardians, or this is Poisonous. Again, following a sign that says Poisonous seems a little counterintuitive, but I think that's the reason that they did it, because if you haven't gone through all this work to find the treasure, you wouldn't know that the sign Poisonous actually is where you're supposed to go. Anyone else that would see it would see the word Poisonous and be like, oh, I shouldn't go that way. But when we go here, we can put our little creatures on here. This tells us the order that they need to go in, because each of the dials has a certain animal on it, and you can see, like, bee stuck in the title here. Next one, I believe, is ant. Mantu, ant. And then abandoned keys, donkey. If you go to lowly, owl. And then occupant here, panther. And then the last one who came later, camel. Okay? So, oops. So, put this away. We want the bee first, then ant, then donkey, then owl, then panther, then camel. Or is it this way? There we go. Then you have to rotate them so that the colors all match up, which is trickier. If we turn this to blue, does this one have a yellow? No. What about pink? We can do the red here, and then the green, perhaps, and then purple, white, green. What about if we did orange, purple, and blue? That matches up. Good. Okay, which means this would need to be red, and this would need to be green and yellow. We did it! Matched it up. So you need to match up the colors there. And so find a tiny hole and jump out as quickly as you can. And what do we come to? We come to the hourglass puzzle. We have a key. Keys are helpful. So what are you supposed to do here? Well, if you look at the lines on the sand, you flip all of these little things over. The lines actually give you a hint as to when you're supposed to flip over certain of the hourglasses. What you need to do is get the sands of time to all run out at the same time. These are all names of ships that sank. And that's what El Toro says in his journal. It's way back here. The last survivor, blah, blah, blah. The one who has entered here, you must now find your way out. No. Death came again last night. Our numbers grow ever fewer. What a blessing it would be for the sands of time to run out for all at the exact same time. Okay, so you need to get each of these to run out at the same time. Some of them are much faster than others, like the Caridad is way faster. What I have done and what I find to be successful is to time, using a timer on my phone, how long each one of these takes to run out. And I have this written down in my detective notebook. For example, humildad takes 27 seconds to run out. It's the longest one. Generosidad takes 25 seconds. Castidad takes 20 seconds. Paciencia takes 5. Templanza takes 11. Caridad takes 6. And diligencia takes 2 seconds to run out. This is by far the fastest one. So you need to click on the hourglasses in that particular order. I am going to use my timer and do a countdown from 27. So I'm going to put on my timer. Countdown of 27 seconds. So once I hit start, I will click on humildad. Once I'm at 25 seconds, I will go to generosidad. Once I'm at 20 seconds, I will go to castidad. Once I'm at 15, paciencia. 11, templanza. 6, caridad. And 2, diligencia. Okay, so let's give this a go. Ready, set, go. It worked! Okay, that's always the strategy that I've used. There are other ways to do it, but I have always found that that works best for me. What do we have here? What'd you find, Nancy? What'd you find? Oh my gosh! Look at all the treasure!
Looks like a very old map of the western United States.
Leading us to basically like a temple of gold, it looks like. And then a lot of gold coins. Like lots and lots of very valuable stuff, which is so cool. Very, very cool. All right, Nancy, I think it's time for you to fill up your air tank, thankfully with this air tank, and let's head back and tell George that we have found the treasure. So hopefully we can give the treasure to the kidnappers and then save Bess. That would be great. That would be awesome. Awesome possum. I'm so excited because we've almost solved the mystery. I wonder how we're gonna get Bess back. Could be difficult. Could be very difficult. Who knows? I actually have been scuba diving in caves before. I went diving in the cenotes in Mexico. It was so cool. It's easily one of the coolest things I've ever done. Diving in a cave, it's just, you feel like you're in a whole other world when you're diving, even just in the ocean. But when you're in a cave, it has a very alien-like quality to it. You feel like you're almost in a just completely other universe, doing things that you never imagined. There's a great adrenaline rush that comes along with it. Just like the adrenaline rush that I'm sure comes along when you are saving your best friend from kidnappers by finding a treasure that was long thought lost. Yay! Okay, so let's drive back to the resort here and talk to George. We found the treasure.
Nancy, you're here. This just showed up on the porch.
We know you have the treasure. Go immediately to Sangre Beach and give it to the man staying there, then return to the resort. We will get the treasure from him. Do not wait for us. Do not try to watch the beach and come alone. Do this and you will receive directions to the location of your friend. Disobey and your friend will pay the consequences.
Well, the good news is I found the treasure. It's a map.
Yes! I knew you could do it. I knew it! So what's the bad news?
I'm gonna have to deliver it to Johnny by myself.
But...
Look, I still don't know if this guy's in on the kidnapping or not, but even if he's not, we could blow everything if you contradict these instructions and drive out there with me.
No, listen. I could sneak ahead of you and hide.
George, I'm not going to risk Bess's life over some map.
But you can't expect me to just sit here. I have to go. I mean, what if something happens to you? What if I never see either of you again? I couldn't deal with that, Nancy. I just couldn't.
George, I'm going to go, and when I come back, Bess will be with me. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you sound very sure of yourself, Nancy. Okay, so we need to go and give the map to our friend on the beach, Johnny Poole from Australia, formerly Johnny Roll from Jamaica. That doesn't sound sketchy at all, does it? I'm definitely not suspicious. Definitely not. Okay, here we are at the beach. Let's go see what happens. There's his boat. Hey, you!
Now what?
The people who kidnapped my friend, they want me to leave something with you.
What is that?
Some kind of treasure map. They intend to take it from you when they're sure the coast is clear.
I don't want it. Get it out of here.
It's not for you, it's for the kidnappers.
Oh no, forget it. I don't want any part of this. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Look, it's no big deal. All they want is the map. You've got to do this, please.
Oh, crikey. And now that I've done everything you've wanted, I want you to do something for me.
Sure, what do you want?
Just watch. Remember me, Nancy?
Oh my
What?
gosh, you're that guy from New York, the one who threatened the life of Rick Arlen. You're the agent. David, no, Daniel, Darren, Darwin, Derek, Dewey, Dick, Drake.
Dwayne, you idiot! Dwayne Powers!
Oh, what?
Dwayne Powers, right. I thought you went to prison.
I did. For several long years. But they were well spent. You see, one of the men who worked at the Monkey Research Center here did volunteer work at the prison after he retired. We got to be friends. Good friends. Such good friends that he gave me a book the monkeys had found somewhere here on the island. He was sure it would lead to Cibola, one of the fabled lost cities of gold. But he couldn't decode it, nor could I. And then it hit me. A way to find El Toro's treasure and get back at the teenage snoop who ruined my life.
You buried El Toro's book on the beach, then lured us here, kidnapped Bess, and left me those directions so I could dig it up, decode it, and find the treasure for you. And those clues I found suggesting the Gibsons were the kidnappers, you planted them to throw me off track.
Yes! It was all sheer genius! I was an up-and-coming actor before you came along, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, I was. And as I just proved, I've still got what it takes. You fell for my performance hook, line, and sinker. Not only did I get you to find that map to Cibola, but I had you begging me to take it from you. And I had you believing there were mysterious other people on the island, didn't I? Unfortunately, there's nobody here but me. Heck, I even got you to help undo the damage those infernal monkeys did to my boat. I was brilliant!
All right, so you were brilliant. Now where's Bess?
She's very close, actually. Always has been. Next time, if there is a next time, watch upon whose toes you step, Nancy Drew. Watching where you step wouldn't hurt either.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're back here again.
This is what's known as the end of the line, Nancy. I was hoping to get all three of you down there, but your pal George lucked out. Oh well, gotta be flexible.
No, wait, stop. Come on, Dwayne, let's talk. I want to hear more. You know, about how smart you are for coming up with such an incredibly clever plan.
Sorry, no time. I've got a tide to catch. Hope you're not afraid of the dark.
No, fortunately, I'm not.
I am.
Nancy! Bess! Oh my gosh, I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again. Are you okay?
Oh man, am I glad to see you. I mean, I'm not happy you got dumped down here too, but I'm real happy I'm not alone anymore. And now that you are down here, I'm really, really happy because I know you'll be able to get us out. And oh my gosh, you found my bracelet. That is so cool. And I sound like an absolute babbling idiot, don't I?
Sort of. Just try to calm down. Are you okay?
Well, I'm kinda thirsty, and I'm starving, of course, and until he opened the lid just now, it was getting pretty stuffy in here, but otherwise I'm fine. And I found a way out! Look!
You sound way too happy about all of this. Like, way too happy. But I found a way out! Look, it's okay! Alright, we will find a way out in the next episode, fellow detectives. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.